Hi, welcome to another webinar. I'm Josh Hanish with 329, and today is a really important topic because it is about SEO so that AI is picking up your content for search results. AI is obviously here. It is not going away ever, probably. And websites need to become more sophisticated. I liken this, when I'm talking with clients, I liken SEO to something like cars. Back in the 70s, 80s, 90s, most people could work on their own cars. Sure, if someone didn't want to deal with it or just didn't really even know how at all or didn't care, they would take it to a mechanic. As cars got more and more sophisticated with computer chips, electronics, mechanics were needed more and more. Websites are the same. A lot of people could put together a website back in the day just by using HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and it resulted into build-it-yourself builders like Wix or Squarespace. And all of those are great. And there's use cases for all of those. We deal with more sophisticated clients that need custom solutions for a couple of reasons. One is they just run faster. And I've talked about that in other webinars. There's no code bloat when you have a website built specifically for your needs. And you can really control the user environment where you make sure that the user is going exactly where you want them to go. If you're using templates, there's a lot of code bloat and you don't really have control over the user experience very much. But what I want to really talk about is SEO as it pertains to AI and how it's becoming more and more sophisticated. I'm actually only going to tell you two new things today. The rest of like good SEO is for AI is the same that it's always been. That's not changing. You need great topics that are relevant to searches. You need to make sure that they're structured properly, meaning the headings are properly coded. And I would say that with AI, the back end or the code part of the website is probably even more important. One of the new ideas that I want to share with you is called text fragments. A text fragment is a piece of code that's literally like a highlighter for a bot or AI. And a text fragment allows you to say, hey, look at this and use this. It is a little bit of custom code. It's not like readily available to everybody. You've got to kind of know what you're doing. But text snippets are really important and you should be including them in your content. And again, if you don't know how to do that, that's where an agency or a developer can help you with that. And unfortunately, SEO is just becoming more sophisticated and websites are becoming more sophisticated. And you're going to need someone that knows how to code to, put those text snippets in. The other piece is just the schema. So whether you have an FAQ page, a recipe, an event page, there's certain schema, meaning code pieces, as simply as I can put it, that you need to make sure are filled out so that AI knows exactly what it's looking at. Now more than ever, that code is really important because that's where AI lives. It lives on the back end of the internet. So it's scouring the code of the websites, very similarly to Google bots. And what AI does is it looks at all of the content that's out there for whatever the search query is, and it reads it all, and then it puts it together. And you'll notice, like if you're using Google, you'll see an answer and it might have a couple different links to it. And each of those links goes back to a web page that the AI used and then assimilated the data together to give you one answer. Again, my previous webinar was about zero-click SEO, and AI is part of that zero-click SEO where you can get the answer you need without actually clicking through to a website. The links are there, but some people may not care to go through and click on that. If they do, great, then they're going to go to your website. And most people should. We should be verifying where the information is coming from and not just take it for fact. So again, you just want to make sure that you're including those text fragments and the schema of whatever the page is. There is a specific, you can Google like schema for a FAQ page and it'll give you how that needs to be delineated out. Same thing for a review page or a table. You just want to make sure that the information is easily read and digestible and found by AI. Everything else with SEO is the same. It needs to be good content. You need to make sure that you target the right keywords. Long tail keywords are really great. As human forward as you can make the content, the better. You don't need to like write to robots. They can understand us very well. So everything that we're seeing is you just need to make sure that it's just really good content. And then those two pieces of information that I gave you earlier will help get your content into the eyes, hopefully, of AI and seen on a search. The other part of AI is that basically it, like I said earlier, it assimilates multiple articles. So interlinking within your own blog is really helpful. A lot of people that we talk with don't understand how if you can create links within the same website like between content, that is really great for SEO, and AI really likes that. And because it provides a trail of like how and where things are related. It's also great for users. So if a human lands on your website, it's great to have more links within your website because you're keeping them on your website for longer, and you're providing more backstory to the original search query that the person submitted. And then the last piece is backlinks. Backlinks is still really important. You need to make sure that you're having quality backlinks. I would not pay for a service that's going to get you 10,000 backlinks because they're probably not going to be good. Google could always blacklist your website if it feels like you're being spammy with backlinks. Try to get legit backlinks, which means that you actually need to email other websites and ask them if they can link to your content, and vice versa. You should offer to link back to them on your website. I hope you found this helpful and informative. Just remember, text fragments and schema are the most important things for AI, on top of just good structure, proper headings at the proper level, and alt tags for images. If you would like to stay in the know on all things marketing, you can join our email list just by scanning that QR code right there. You can also follow me on LinkedIn to stay current on what's happening in the marketing world, and also to stay informed of the next webinars that are coming out. You can scan that QR code to follow